Yo, guys, welcome back to the final whistle. Today we've got a little debate coming at you. I feel very strongly on this subject. Although I'm Ten Hag in, I do not believe that Ten Hag has been a fair manager. So the question I posed to the panel today is: do you believe that Ten Hag is a fair manager or has been fair in his reign at Man United so far?
Bro, the thing is, you're asking us these questions. Clearly, there's a reason why you think he hasn't been fair, innit?
So
Why is he? How is he? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just feel like the things that he comes out with the reason why he doesn't play players and stuff like that, it hasn't shown to be consistent. Okay?
Specifics.
Right.
Examples.
So let's talk about Sancho. Okay? Before the whole Sancho debacle, like the reason why he's gone at the moment, he wasn't playing games, right? And I believe that when he was playing games, he wasn't terrible, he wasn't shit, but he wasn't good enough, right? He wasn't good enough.
I agree.
Anthony also was not good enough. They were two shades of the same shit. You know what I mean? They were shit. Cool. Now, having said that, what I believe is that if they're both shit, this is just this example. If they're both terrible, they both should have the same opportunities to flourish. And I don't think Sancho was given that opportunity in terms of what Anthony was. Anthony was given appearances.
This is where I disagree. Sancho has had how many seasons at United? Ole bought him.
A year before Ten Hag came.
Okay. Is it just 1 year before?
It was just one.
Just
Okay.
one.
So either way,
This would have been the standard season.
so he got sold 2.5 seasons after joining United. You're comparing him to Anthony, who was bought by Ten Hag, and it's been 1.5 seasons, and now he's been dropped anyway.
But it is, yeah.
So it's not the same because Sancho's been there longer, so he's had more of a chance. Under different managers as well.
We're not
and
talking about other
different
managers.
systems.
We're talking about Ten Hag though. And under Ten Hag, it hasn't been fair. This is just for Sancho because there's other situations, but just for Sancho, I just feel like he hasn't been given the same opportunities to flourish in this Man United team as so Anthony. And yes, you made a good point that it was his player. Fair enough, but you don't want to like bring down the dressing room playing players that you've bought only because you've bought them and not because you're going to give other
What if
people
he
a chance.
feels like Sancho doesn't fit his system, but Anthony
But you know it's
understands
not
it
that.
at least?
Why do you know
No,
it's
but-
not that?
no, but can
I
I-
genuinely think. Sorry, very quickly. I don't think Anthony's been great, and I'm happy he's finally been dropped. Actually, I think he's been quite poor. But it's what Jude said that I think is the point. Ten Hag brought in Anthony because even though he may not be playing well at the moment, he knows the system and he suits the system better than Sancho. And I think the manager's well within his right. The manager didn't play Van der Beek, but no one's complaining about that.
I did.
No, I did.
I did.
See, then that's wild.
Can I say?
I did.
Then that's wild.
I just don't think.
Can I say one thing? Yeah, I think with what you said in terms of maybe Anthony has a better understanding of what Ten Hag wants tactically that Sancho doesn't. But then I think that's on you as a manager to make sure that your philosophy is clear, that everyone understands at least this is the standard that you want from players at the club. And I'm gonna say Nicolas Pepe. Yeah, cool. Arteta didn't bring him in, but he was there when Arteta was there. And he was a player that, me personally, I feel like, he was a baller. He had games that are a bit underwhelming. Sometimes he had good games, but ultimately he had to go. And ultimately he got dropped. Why? Because even though Arteta gave him chances, it was like, okay, it's not working. It was 3 seasons. Do you know what I mean? It was a fair amount of time for Arteta to be like, okay.
He was given the opportunity.
Exactly. Let me try this approach with him. Let me try, tell him, because he even had a game at left wing where it looked okay, but overall, you weren't going to play Nicolas Pepe on the left wing. So I feel like Ten Hag, I think his man management is very poor. And that's why I think he's been unfair in the sense where you need to give your players a fair opportunity and at least let them know that. Because, for example, if Sancho isn't playing, he needs to know that you can get in this team, but bro, you need to work hard on X, Y, and Z. You need to maybe take some more time with the performance coaches, go and watch your games back, understand why.
Do you not like? Can we not assume that Ten Hag did that?
Why are we
Ten Hag
assuming
And also,
that?
do you think Sancho has the intensity to play on right wing for Manchester
I
United?
think
Yes,
he
I think he
does.
does.
I think maybe 10 he could
No,
work. Well, no, not right wing.
Because if he
Also-
can do it in the Champions League, if he can do it at Champions League level, he can do it.
Also, what we're doing right now is, or what you two are doing is, you're assuming that Ten Hag didn't try with him.
That's true.
And I'm assuming that he did. And the evidence to me that he did is the fact that he sent him to Amsterdam to go and work on things, brought him back into the team. And I feel as though not everyone needs to be given a fair opportunity. I think that's a lie. I don't think everyone needs to be given a fair opportunity. I think you need to earn your opportunity, and then that's when it becomes fair.
Yeah, and allegedly
and
he was late as well.
But
allegedly,
Anthony
according
didn't earn his
allegedly,
opportunity.
not-
What, he earned his
you
opportunity for being bought?
think Anthony didn't earn his opportunity?
Didn't.
But
The only thing we can go off is the
Anthony's
game.
on time, if Anthony's doing
Well,
what
how
he
do we
wanted
know
to-
Sancho wasn't on time? That's
I'm
what
saying
pisses me
allegedly.
off.
I'm
We
saying
don't know
allegedly.
that.
No,
We
but
don't know that,
we
but
can go
going off reports.
Anyways.
going
he
off
was late.
going off the reports,
And
going off
also
what the
at
manager
Dortmund
was saying
as
as
well.
well. Going off what the manager was saying, Anthony applied himself in training. Sancho didn't. Do you get?
He might be better, but
let's round this up. But I do think Ten Hag has been fair, but I think it's hard. I feel a bit bad for managers because we scrutinise them and media scrutinise them, but really we won't know unless we're really there.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's been another episode of The Final Whistle. Let us know what you think. Do you think Ten Hag is a fair manager? Do you think his man management has been lacking and is not good enough for Manchester United? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like, to subscribe, follow us on TikTok, Instagram and Twitter. And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Peace.